Hey folks, let's learn something new about the oil and gas industry. All right, we're sitting here today with Chet and Gianni with Unique Drilling Fluids Incorporated. How you doing, Gianni?
Very well.
Chet?
Outstanding. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So let me tell you a little funny story. So Chet stalks me on social media. He reaches out to me and we formed this relationship, and we've actually formed a really good relationship without ever meeting in person. This is our first time we've met in person, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is.
And so I've been able to help you, and you've been able to help me, and it's a really cool place where people can meet online and form a relationship and develop a friendship and a business relationship.
Yes, it is.
And so Gianni owns a really unique company. They do drilling fluids, but it's actually so much more than that. But Gianni has a really fascinating story. So let's kind of start in the beginning. How'd you get in the oil and gas industry?
Well, I was a teenager, about just turned 18 years old, and living in New Orleans at the time. A lot of oil companies, drilling fluid companies, or drilling outfits were located, centralized in New Orleans. And so the kind of state put a high tax on them, which is why now all of them are in Houston. So it was known to be a pretty lucrative business. A few of my friends, my uncle was in it actually. He was an electronic tech, and said, hey man, you should go to Oil Patch. So I was happy I did. I went there, started off as a roustabout, worked my way up to the rig floor, driller. Then, I was always curious. I knew the application of the muds and chemicals, cement in the industry. I mean, on the rigs, but I didn't understand the chemistry behind it. I wanted to know, what this was. I knew what it did and what it was supposed to do, but I wanted to dig deeper. So I went back to school, got my chemistry degree, and started working as an R&D chemist for a drilling fluids company, chemical company, and that's when I started developing into my own, developing products, understanding what that was I was working with in the field, such as tall oil fatty acids, polymers, etc. So that's how I started. That's where we are now.
What a fascinating story. So you literally out of high school started as a roustabout on a rig, went back to college, became a chemist, and now you run Unique Drilling Fluids, which is a drilling fluids company.
Yes, sir. We're a chemical manufacturer, all field chemical manufacturer, and we do a variety of products, not just drilling fluids, but cement additives, stimulation chemicals, which are real popular now, completion chemicals as well. So we try to do a well-balanced, integrated systems applicable to those sectors.
Yeah, and so I don't know if you noticed this, folks, but one of the things he mentioned was he's a manufacturer. Do you know how rare that is today? And just to be bluntly honest, there's a lot of really, I'm just going to use the word crappy, fluids out there coming from overseas because not very many people manufacture anymore. Y'all still manufacture, so you have complete control over that quality chain.
Exactly, which is critical in my formulations. I want to ensure that my clients have the strongest material. A lot, like as you said, a lot of crap coming in from China. Yeah, it looks great on surface. As soon as it applies temperature to it, you pump it down whole, it come back water thin on the, on the return. So we do high concentration, good raw material. You have to realize U.S. has the best raw material in the world collectively. So and over a wide variety of products and chemicals. So we do. We from the beginning to the end, we there with the chemical.
And that is awesome. And then something else you do, which is also rare in this industry, you actually have a research and development part.
We do. No fluid additive or system should go out untested. We have to constantly test our material. We have to constantly develop and innovate new systems that work for different applications, different temperatures, pressures. So we have to do R&D. Any chemical company that doesn't have an R&D department it's exactly what you say, putting out crappy product.
Yeah. So that's what makes them unique, and they're actually good people. They believe in doing good business, which is one of the reasons that we're actually sitting here together here in Houston, Texas. So if somebody wanted to find out more about what you do, where should they go?
They should visit us online, www.uniquedrillingfluids.com. We have our entire product portfolio on there, little history about us, our different locations. We're global, so we're not just in the U.S. In fact, we do a lot of business in the UAE, Middle East, all over. So very, very versatile company.
And folks, we'll put a link in the show notes, so you need to be writing notes. So Gianni, thank you so much for your time.
I thank you very much.
And Chet, nice to see you again, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything that you do on Modalpoint. It's definitely a pleasure and appreciate
Very impressive. Very impressive what you're doing.
So folks,
To the people, bringing the news to the people.
yeah, we try. So folks, I hope this helped. We will see you next time.